Hi, I'm Bill Booz, and today I'm going to show you how I am making use of a little device from Radio Shack called the Amplified Stereo Listener. This little device right here. Basically, it's a mic unit. I wear hearing aids, and I have found that using this little Radio Shack mic transmitter together with my hearing aids can be quite useful in some situations. For example, I have trouble hearing people sitting in the back seats or rear seats of my car when I'm driving, or conversely, hearing people in the front seats when I'm a passenger in one of the rear seats. The maker of the aids that I use, Phonak, have a device called an ICOM, which I simply wear around my neck, and it connects or transmits audio to my hearing aids. It's a Bluetooth enabled device, and this little device, which as I said I wear around my neck, automatically can transmit audio. It picks up through a Bluetooth connection to the aids in my ears. So for example, since my cell phone supports Bluetooth, I can pair it with the ICOM device and control it through the ICOM, as well as hear the caller directly through my hearing aids. And then there's a little microphone in here so it hears what I'm speaking and transmits that to my cell phone. I can also plug this ICOM device, or I have it has a base station that plugs directly into my TV, and then I wear this around my neck, and the connection between the base station and this transmits the audio from the TV to my hearing aids, or to the ICOM and then to my hearing aids. And I can also plug into other audio devices such as an MP3 player, a radio, or even a microphone. Though my Phonak hearing aids have greatly improved my hearing and understanding of what people are saying in normal conversational situations or presentations, I really have noticed this problem of not being able to understand conversations with people sitting in the back seats of the car. I think it has less to do with my hearing aids, because they're excellent, and more to do with just the acoustics of our car. It's an SUV, and so it's rather spacey, and there's noise that interferes with my comprehension. Phonak provides an FM transmitter that will work with the ICOM, but it is quite pricey for my purposes, like several $100 pricey. So realizing that the ICOM works with RCA jacks and other devices, I did some searching after some encouragement from my audiologist and discovered that Radio Shack sells this small microphone transmitter unit, and it can be connected directly through a cable to my ICOM. And so it can be, since it can be recorded to a recorder, it can also be connected to the ICOM. So basically I've created a connection between what goes into here to my ICOM, and that's then transmitted to my hearing aids. So I bought this and tried it out, and it works. And it only cost around $30. So using this, this is a standard cable that came with the ICOM, but using a long 6-foot long cable, I can extend it further back in the car. And basically what I do is I center it between the two rear seats, because typically there's only 2 passengers in the back, and typically my granddaughters, and I can't hear what they're saying. So this picks up whatever they're saying, transmits it to my hearing aids, doesn't interfere with anybody else. Now we have a 7-passenger SUV, and so when we need to use the rearmost seats and I need to hear what people back there are saying, I can place the Radio Shack behind the middle seats in front of the back seats and use that longer cord to make the connection. I've already alluded to the usefulness of this setup in reverse, that is where I'm a passenger. And so if somebody else is driving, this is useful for me because I'm in the back. I can put this, the microphone part in the front seat and connect it to my ICOM in the back while I'm in the back seat. And this is my most recent experience with this was on a trip to Australia and New Zealand, where we we had a guide. There were 4 of us traveling together, and we had a guide take us around Sydney and Auckland. And though we occasionally switched seats, so I was in the front sometimes and in the back sometimes, whenever I was in the back, I didn't even pay attention because I could not hear what the guy was saying. So this would have been a great thing to have along with me, and trust me, on future trips where that kind of situation, well, just on future trips, I'm taking it with me so I can use it in those kind of situations, because it's very frustrating not to be able to hear, particularly in a situation like that where you're paying someone to tell you what you're seeing. So I encourage you to give this a try. It works, and you've seen some of the video footage of my placement of this in the car, and I think that you will be pleased with how much more comfortable it makes you in a car where conversation's going on, if you have hearing problems, obviously. And even if you don't wear hearing aids, this can still be useful if you have difficulty hearing someone because of bad acoustics in a car, someone sitting in a back seat, especially a very rear back seat. And I encourage you to give it a try. This has been Bill Booz, and this is a tip on using the Radio Shack stereo amplified listener. Thank you.